So everybody, morning everybody, we're gonna talk about cue cards today. And a cue card is something like this. Okay, let me just set up this one. Okay, a cue card is something like this. It has a question with the topic. Okay, and so this is one. Okay, I'm gonna show you a slide with the examples. Okay, so you call this speaking cue cards topics, IELTS, right? So here we have topic number one is person. Now for person, normally they will ask you questions like questions about a friend or a person you like or someone who impacted you. Normally, because IELTS is a high level or it's an academic test, so most likely they will ask you a person who impacted you in your life. Okay. And some questions are these. I'm going to ask Noreen, please read the three questions.
Question number one. Tell me about your best friend or one of your friends. Question number two. Tell me about someone outside of your family that you really admire. Question number three. Who has inspired you and how has this person impacted your life?
Okay. Now, Noreen, you will, okay. You know what?
Yes, sir.
Wait. No, no. Okay. Let me continue and later you're going to answer questions. Okay. Okay. Now, Ali, number two. So the second cue card is study. The topic is study or education. In these topics, you must discuss the courses you want to pursue. Okay, so I just want to let everybody know that these questions, I created them, which means you might, or you could get different questions when you go to your test. Okay, so Ali, please read the three questions.
Question number one. What course do you want to pursue in the future? Number two, you plan to go to college in the future? What course do you plan to pursue? And number three, tell me about the course you want to take in college or university in the future. Future.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Ali. Now I'm gonna go to the second slide. The next topic is work. In the following questions, you will be asked about your accomplishments. They are not talking about your job, they are talking about they're asking about your accomplishments, what you have achieved at work, not in life, at work. Okay? Questions? Please read Aliyah.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, please read. Aliyah,
Yes,
you were not listening because if you were listening, you would know what to do. I
I
said,
did.
please. Yeah, okay. So I said, please read the
Oh,
question.
I thought you were saying, oh, wait, sorry about that. Uh, in this topic, you need to write about the things you like. First,
No,
make a list.
no, no. Read the questions about work.
I don't have this one.
No, this. Read these.
The slide.
Okay. Have you ever accomplished something that you are especially proud of? Have you ever accomplished something that you did not think you could do? Tell me about accomplishments of which you are the most proud and why.
Yes. Okay. Number 4, Fernando. For number 4, you're going to talk about your favorites. Your favorites. In these topics, you need to write about the things you like, or you need to speak about the things you like. It could be fashion, food, places to visit. It could be anything that you like. Personality, friends, family, locations, job. Okay, yeah, okay. It's more of like things that you like. Okay, so let's have Fernando, please read.
Okay. In this topic, you need to write about the thing you like. Make a list of the things that make you happy. List down some personal traits you're looking for in a spouse. Write down 3 things on your bucket list. Why?
Okay, so this why I wanted to type explain why, but I had no space. Okay, now let me just write something else. Okay, so yes, um, list down some personal traits you are looking for in a spouse, or
Your friend. Okay.
in a friend. Okay, so I just added that one right now. Okay, now next, emotions. Okay, under this topic, you will talk about you talk about your happy, sad, or angry emotions in questions like these. Okay, just a second. Um, Fifi, please read.
What do you feel excited about every day? Where are your pet peeve and why? What could people do that would definitely make you sad? What has your loved one done that made you happy?
Yes. Okay. So, just to remind everybody that sometimes the questions are very simple, but you are not being judged on the questions. You are being evaluated the way you use the language when you speak. Okay, a short answer is not a good idea. Always you have to expand your answer and explain what you're talking about. And that I will teach you in this class, how to expand and to close, how to introduce your answer, expand it, and then close it. When I say close it, I'm talking about conclusion. Okay, okay, Julie. Julie, you are next. Julie, can you talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, everybody, when I say your name, please turn on your microphone because that's how I base. Uh, that's what I will, how I will know you're here. Because some students they come to the class and they are not here, like they are somewhere. They're on a picnic or camping. They just want to open their camera. I mean, they just want to show the teacher that they are here so that the teacher can check their attendance. Okay, so okay, Julie, number 7 is achievement. Now, for achievement, Julie, you're going to talk about in the following questions. You will be asked about your accomplishments. Now, the difference between number 7. Okay, just a second. Let me go back to the other one. Where is this? Okay, no, work. Okay, look at this. The difference between number 7 and number 3. For number 3, you're talking about your achievements, but your focus is work. For this one, number 7, you will be talking about your achievement in life. It could be as a mother, as a student, as a professional, as a person. Okay, if you have overcome something very important, like something big, then that's your achievement, right? So, Julie, please read the questions.
Okay, number one. Which one do you consider your greatest achievement in life? Number two. Tell me about a time when you went beyond the call of duty. Number three. Have you ever accomplished something difficult?
Okay, yes. Okay, so that is achievement, which is number 7. And then number 8, Mesa, time based. In such topics, you will be required to discuss events or situations that have occurred in the past, are happening in the present, or may happen in the future. Okay, so, okay, Mesa, please read.
1. Tell me about an event or situation that has occurred in the past, are happening in the present, and may happen in the future. Explain why. 2. History repeats itself because.
Okay, for the second one, you will continue.
Okay.
History repeats itself because, and then you continue. History repeats itself because we people do not learn from our mistakes. And then continue explaining. You cannot stop there.
Oh,
Okay. No, not you. I'm talking to the
yeah,
students.
yeah.
Okay, so number 8 is not easy because number 8, you have to imagine or to come up with something that happened in the past, is happening right now, and will happen again in the future. So, um, this one, you have to make an example of something that is realistic. It doesn't have to be about you. It could be about your family. It could be about your country. It could be about the world. Like like for example, there is World War I, there is World War II. There was World War I, and then there was World War II. Why? Because we never learned. We keep on repeating and repeating the same mistakes. Okay, Orlana, you are next. Number 9, place. You will be asked about places you have visited or will visit in these topics. Orlana, please read.
Among the places you have visited abroad or locally, which one is the most memorable and why? Second, what makes a country or city a great place to visit? Third, which country are you going to visit in the next 5 years and why?
Okay, good. Thank you, Elena. Okay, and then number 10, we're going to talk about, you're going to talk about occasions. These topics include discussions on birthdays, festivals, or anniversaries. It can also include Christmas, Thanksgiving, Canada Day, as long as the topic is about, the question is about occasions, celebrations, festival, holidays. Okay. And now, Sarah, Please read, Sarah.
Okay. Uh, Question number one. Tell me about an important festival or holiday in your native country. Question number two. Of all the Canadian holidays, which one is your most favorite and why? Question number three. How do you normally celebrate your birthday?
Hmm. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I received your email, Sarah. Did I answer you? Yeah, because you were asking if there was a class last week.
Oh yeah, Fernando did. Thanks. Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks for Fernando as well. Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah, thanks. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back up and okay, what is this here? Okay, wait. Let me explain to you how you're gonna be. Okay, now look at this question. Tell me about your best friend or one of your friends. This is an example, but this is not a writing activity. It is a speaking activity. And I'm gonna ask Soraya, can you please read?
My best friend. I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. She is happily married to her husband, Valdo, who is an engineer by profession. They are blessed with a son and a daughter, who are both in their teens. Marina is a businesswoman. She purchases plots of land, builds houses on them, and then sell them. She owns a profitable construction company that employ 22 hardworking staff. Both as a person and a wife, Marina is amazing. She is decent and truthful. She works quite hard and doesn't like to talk break. She is genuine workaholic. To put it briefly, he most beloved pastime is hiking. She spends a lot of time walking into jungle with a group of friends. I like Marina a lot because she treats me like a family and courts me respect. Marina plans to construct some rental apartment in Oshawa, Toronto, and Oshawa is in the future. I wish her every success in her en-
In
endeavors.
endeavors, yes. Okay, thank you, Soraya. So this is just an example, but remember, when they ask you the question, um, tell me about your best friend. Okay, tell me about your best friend. Okay, and so you say, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. She is happily married to her husband, Vlado, who is an engineer by profession. They are blessed with a son and a daughter who are both in their teens. Marina is a businesswoman. She purchases plots of land, builds houses on them, and then sells them. She owns a profitable construction company that employs 22 hardworking staff. Both as a person and a wife, Marina is amazing. She is decent and truthful. She works quite hard and doesn't like to take breaks. She is a genuine workaholic, to put it briefly. Her most beloved pastime is hiking. She spends a lot of time walking into the jungle with a group of friends. I like Marina a lot because she treats me like a family and accords me respect. Marina plans to construct some rental camp apartments in Oshawa, Toronto, and Ottawa in the future. I wish her every success in her endeavors. So, my point here is in a speaking activity, you have to put your passion and feelings when you're speaking. You see, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. She is happily married to her husband, Vlado, who is an engineer by profession. They are blessed with a son and a daughter who are both in their teens. You've got to put feelings into your speaking, okay? Because it helps. It helps elevate your grades. Although the focus of the grading will be these. So your speaking will be graded according to fluency and coherence. Fluency and coherence evaluates your ability to speak English smoothly, like no, no stammering, no stuttering. Your speaking is smooth and clearly without pauses. Clearly means your pronunciation. It doesn't have to be perfect Canadian accent, but it has to be clear and you do not pause a lot. And repetitions or interruptions means, okay, I'll give you an example here. Okay, no repetition. Like, for example, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. She is happily married to her husband, um, her husband, her husband Vlado. You see, you repeated husband 3 times. Don't do this in the test. It lowers your grade. Okay. And then number 2, lexical resource is your vocabulary. They're listening to your vocabulary, including the range of words used and their appropriateness in context. I was talking to one student, one student, IELTS students contacted me yesterday, not from your class, and he told me that he got low in speaking because he used, I think, 3 words that when you translate, when he translated in his language, it was correct. But in English, it was not appropriate. Okay? Like, for example, many years ago, I had a friend whose first language is not English. And so I was making coffee, and he said to me, Andrew, do not mingle the coffee and the tofu. I was surprised. He said, mingle. Mingle is about people mixing in a social life. You do not mingle coffee and milk. You mix them, but you don't mingle them. You see, that is using a word appropriately. But when you translate mingle, it means mix. But in English, you cannot mingle ice cream and coffee. You can mix them, but you cannot mingle them. Okay. So for number 2, lexical resource, be sure that you are using beautiful vocabulary, and not only beautiful advanced vocabulary, but vocabulary that is appropriate. Okay, number 3, grammatical range. Grammatical range in simple English means you are using advanced grammar. That's why in my class, although this is an IELTS test, I feel I need to teach you high level grammar. Okay, I cannot just like teach you IELTS, but your grammar is a disaster or your pronunciation is not clear. Because for you to get a high grade in IELTS, you need to fix your pronunciation, your fluency, your vocabulary, and your grammar, and plus your voice, the way you speak, and plus your body language, especially when you're doing a speaking test. Your body language affects your communication. Okay, so grammar, like for example, you say, um, I had been in Canada since 2 years ago. Of course, I understand you that you have been here for 2 years, but when you say, I've been in Canada since 2 years ago, this is wrong grammar. Okay, that's wrong grammar. Although I understand you, I know that your grammar is wrong. And if your grammar is wrong, your speaking grade will be low. Okay, so grammatical range is very, very important. Use conjunctive adverbs or connectives like therefore, however, in addition, moreover, on top of that, in contrast, on the contrary, which this one I will teach you in the future. Okay. Number 4 is pronunciation. Pronunciation assesses your ability to pronounce English words correctly, including sounds, stress, rhythm, and intonation, regardless of their native language. Okay? In some countries, they do not have a lot of stress and intonation. Like, because one day I was like teaching, I don't want to mention to you the country, but I was teaching in my class, in a normal class. And I was teaching my students how to speak with music, correct intonation, and how to be passionate when you are telling a story. And so one student, he was a university professor back home. He told me, teacher, it's not easy for me to speak this way because in my country, if you speak like this, people will think you are funny or people will think you are weak as a man. Okay, and then I told him, if you speak like this or that way in Canada, people will think that you are boring, that you are not interesting, that you are not interested, or you don't want to talk, or you don't like me. That's why you speak this way. So, because you chose to be in Canada, it is a good idea that you follow how people speak in Canada. Okay? So, like I have a best friend, not I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. Marina is married to a wonderful man. You don't speak this way. You've got to be passionate when you're speaking, especially if you know you're being graded. Okay? So, yes. So remember your fluency, and not only fluency, but your coherence. Coherence is how your words or sentences go together and to make it more comprehensible or understandable. Okay, and then number 2, lexical resource, your choice of vocabulary and your range of words and their appropriateness in the story that you're talking about. And number 3, grammatical range. You see, it's a lot of work, to get a high grade to get an excellent grade in IELTS. It's a lot of work. You cannot just speak and speak and speak. There are so many things that you have to study, and you cannot depend on your IELTS teacher everything. You've got to help yourself because it is mainly your responsibility. Your teacher is a guide. Okay? And grammatical range evaluates the grammatical structure used in your speech, including the correct use of tenses, part of speech, and sentence structures. Now, let me explain this. Correct use of tenses, like, for example, when you say, oh, yesterday, we say, when I come to Canada 2 years ago, I am so happy. This is wrong grammar, wrong tense. When I came to Canada 10 years ago, I was very happy. And then parts of speech, like you say, you're beautiful has nothing to do with your ability to get a job. Okay, so beautiful there is wrong part of speech. You've got to say your beauty, not beautiful. And then sentence structures. Sentence structures will be how you put together your sentence, which is like it's mainly focused on grammar. Okay, and the number four, pronunciation. Um, when they ask you a question, tell me about your best friend, and you say, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. Marina is Mirid. Mirid. You know what I mean? No, that is pronunciation. Okay. People are when people understand you, it doesn't mean you're good. Okay. You got to be under, understood, and at the same time, you're speaking English the right way. Okay. So now maybe you're asking, how are you gonna start speaking cohesively? I mean, fluently, cohesively, grammatically. No, no. Okay. How are you gonna start speaking fluently, fluently, cohesively, using vocabulary that has wide range and appropriate to the situation, using grammar correctly and advanced grammar, not simple. And pronunciation is how you're going to speak clearly. Okay. So, okay, first, this is the guide. Discuss, and this one I need you to answer. Okay. So, here are some odd speaking cue card topics. You must be familiar with the different cue cards formats you may encounter during the assessment. By doing so, you can prepare yourself accordingly and increase your chances of success. Okay, number one, I'm gonna ask somebody to read. Okay, Benny, please read number one.
Discuss a person who has significantly impacted your life. Who is this person? Who is the person? How did you meet this person? In what ways have they influenced you? How was your life changed because of them?
Okay, thank you, Benny. Okay, now, because this one is not easy, okay, so let's do it this way. I need volunteers. Okay, now when I say volunteers, for example, Mesa volunteers, for example, and Mesa, I like you to do, I don't like you to read the question. Okay, just look at the questions and the small questions, and then tell a story by answering the questions, but do not read the questions. Okay, everybody, you got it? Okay,
I guess I got it.
yes. Okay, now, um, any volunteer to answer question number one? Come on, try it. Okay,
Can I answer?
Elia, you want to answer?
Yes, if it is possible.
Okay, Aliyah, I'm not gonna read the answer, okay? I mean the question. So just tell a story. Okay, Aliyah, number one.
The person who impacted most in my life was is my father because of many features I found in his personality. First, he's a hard worker or workaholic and always accountable for what he's doing. Uh, mm, he is in one of my family is my father. That's it's clear that I know him the best as a, very well. Uh, the most his most one of the his personality or the attitudes mostly influence on me was he never sits in front of a TV, for example, watching TV at when he's at home. He always keeps himself busy with something, uh, even very unimportant things at home that maybe my mom or other people can easily forget it. For example, he goes to underground to gather unwanted stuff and put them away to keep everything organized. Uh, he always that's why I could, in this way, imply this attitude in my house while growing up my son. Now I can see the result of my father's attitude and individual behaviors even in my son.
Okay. Okay. Now, Aliyah,
Yes.
good, good intro, expansion, and good closing. Okay. The only thing you need to improve is the clarity of your speaking and your pronunciation and your intonation, and have have more energy when you're speaking. I know it is not easy to have more energy when you are thinking while talking. Okay, that's why everybody, you need to practice all the time. Practice all the time, not only to prepare for IELTS, but to prepare for everything in Canada, for citizenship test, job interview, IELTS, going to a parents teachers meeting, and talking to the police officer, going shopping. You need to practice your English. Your voice has power, but if your voice is weak, people sometimes do not take you seriously. Okay, everybody? Okay. Okay, number two. Number two, we have describe an achievement you are proud of. Okay. What is the achievement? Okay. Describe an achievement you are proud of. Can you please, we am, can you please read the number two?
Okay. What is the achievement? When did it happen? How did you accomplish it? Why is it significant to you?
Significant
Significant to
to
you.
you. Okay. Now, who wants, thank you, William. Who wants to answer this question? The number two. Okay, Mesa.
Okay, so the achievement happened to me at work a few days ago. We had a representative coming to the store and just introducing a new product to the store. In that case, we have to call the manager or the general manager. I called the store manager, and in the meantime, I had a chat with him in order about the product that he was going to bring to the store until the store manager comes. So once the store manager came, and she started talking to him. At the end, when he was leaving, he said, "Thank you so much for your great customer service." And my store manager was standing there, and she looked at me. She was I saw the happiness in her face, that she was so happy that I took that call and reacted to the call. When he left, when the representative left, he was so happy.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, beautiful, Mesa. Beautiful story, Mesa. And congratulations. You know, everybody, can I tell you something about Mesa? This because this one, I noticed this about Mesa from the very beginning. Okay, first time when Mesa came to the class, I noticed Mesa about you. You have something that gets attention, like the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you sometimes joke, and the way you smile. It's easy to admire you. You know what I mean? And that personality, Mesa, is not easy to find. So you've got to use this personality because it will bring you to success in so
Thank,
many avenues in life.
thank you so
And
much.
I'm very sure that this person gave you a compliment. Thank you for your good customer service. It is not just the way you speak, it's also like your eye contact, your smile, your comfort. It made people feel comfortable and like the shop because of you.
Yes,
You are a good asset. You are an
yes,
asset. Okay. So push your manager to make you a manager in the future because you have this quality in you. Okay, thank you, Mesa, for volunteering.
yeah.
Benny, you were raising your hand. Do you wanted to answer this question,
I'll
Benny,
try.
or no? Okay, okay. Let's go to number three. Okay, let's go to number three. I'm gonna ask Noreen, please read the number three. Do not answer, just read.
Describe a successful small business that you know about. You should say what business company is it, what this business does, how do you know about this business, explain why you think this business or company is successful.
Yeah, thank you, Noreen.
Thank you.
Okay, so who wants to answer the number three?
I will try to.
Okay, Sarah is gonna try.
Okay. Even I'm gonna make up a story. Okay. So yeah, the business that I want to talk about it today is a friend who have a small farm, and in this farm they grew some vegetables, and they sell these vegetables into the market. But yeah, and besides selling this vegetable into the market, they are also do some donation. And what I like about this business that instead of thinking only about the profits, they also thinking about uh, doing something good to the community. And yeah, and I know about this business because I used to bought from them my groceries, and also I knew that they are sharing some of the some of the vegetables, and give it for free, or sometimes with a discount price to yeah to contribute positively into the community. So this is admired me, and make me more attached to this small business, and wish them the best, and tell my neighbors about them as well, to support them the same way that they are supporting the community.
Okay, let me ask Mesa. Mesa, did you like how Sarah answered the question?
Yeah, she answered very like with a lot of explanations and her feelings and how she was just moving her hands and her head as she was talking and she had an eye contact.
Okay, you're like a teacher. Okay, Sarah, let me tell you something, Sarah. Your answer to this number three, Sarah, very strong. Your voice, powerful, confident, clear, beautiful voice. And you are so good at organizing your story. You look at the question and you support you support your question, the question with your answers. You have this gift in you. You're so good. Yeah. Okay. So my advice to you, Sarah, and everybody, is try to. I'm gonna post these slides, and I like you to practice. When you practice, record your voice. And if you notice how Sarah did it, excellent, Sarah. Excellent. The way you did it.
Thank you.
And you had like you started with a you started. I got nervous a little bit when you started because I said, "Oh my God, maybe it's mechanical." But after you said the second sentence, you become like you started expand. You opened it, you expanded it, you supported, and then you close it with a good. You close with a bang. You know what I mean? That is a good strategy.
That's actually the sense of
So, Benny, please turn off your microphone.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Sarah, I'm not kidding. You were excellent. Sarah, what I like you to do, because I'm gonna post this video on our channel. What I like you to do is go back and listen to yourself. You were excellent.
Okay.
And so, and another one that's which I forgot to tell Mesa and everybody. When you are speaking, and this one, Sarah, you didn't do it, right? When you're speaking, everybody, don't go up. Don't go up, because when you go up, when you use the rising intonation, it is an indication, although you are not, it is an indication that you are not confident or you are not sure. Like, for example, you'd say, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. Marina is a businesswoman. She lives in Toronto. If you this is not good. As an adult, you have to go down. I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. Marina lives in Toronto. She is a businesswoman. She owns a construction company. You go down. That is confidence, and you are sure about what you're talking about. Okay. So Mesa, you have a little bit of Be careful with this. Okay. And maybe maybe because you are young. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's go to number 4. Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Great job there. Okay, number 4. Ali, please read the number 4. Do not answer.
Excuse me, sir. Can you somebody else do it because I can do it right now.
Okay,
Sorry
no
about that.
problem. Okay, Ali, please read the number 4, but do not answer. Ali, Fernando, please read the number 4. Do not answer.
Sure. What is the hobby activity? When and how did you start doing it? What do you like about it? How does it benefit you or make you feel?
Okay, yeah, thank you, Fernando. But you forgot to mention the number 4 instruction. Let's talk about the hobby or activity you enjoy. Okay, everybody. If you look at the pointers, like how to go about your speaking, you see here, what is the hobby or activity? When and how did you start? Okay, look at this. How does it benefit you or make you feel? This is a good way to conclude your speaking. Okay, so your ending will be this this activity has developed my self-confidence, and I'm very grateful that I started. I'm very grateful to my friend who introduced me to this activity. Like just to close it, right, with a meaningful sentence, something that what people will remember. Okay, so who wants to answer now? Those who have already answered, like Mesa and Sarah and Aliyah, please give the others a chance to speak. Okay. Okay. Who wants to answer the number 4? Come on, this is easy. Okay, Benny. Benny is gonna answer the number 4.
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, my primary hobby is practicing yoga. I began practicing yoga about 5 years ago. Initially, it was a way to alleviate stress and improve my physical flexibility. I started with an online classes, and gradually I progressed to attending in-person session at a local yoga studio. I particularly enjoy the mental and the physical benefit of yoga. The practice has helped me to develop great mindfulness, reduce anxiety, and improve my overall well-being. I also appreciate some friends I met there. Yoga has positively impacted my life in numerous ways. It has enhanced my flexibility, strength, and balance. Additionally, it has helped me to develop a regular meditation practice, which have improved my focus and my concentration. By incorporating yoga into my daily routine, I have been able to maintain a healthier lifestyle and reduce my stress level. Thank you.
Now, everybody, I'm gonna go. Okay, you heard Benny, right? I'm gonna go back to the grading components. Okay, let me go back to this so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, now everybody take a look at this. You heard Benny. Which of the 4 is Benny's strengths as a speaker? Just choose one, okay? Fluency, lexical resource, grammatical range, or pronunciation. Okay, I need your opinion. Okay, Olena.
I noticed lexical resource and fluency and coherence is amazing. I
Yes.
wouldn't structure this speech as you did, and I also was thinking about yoga as well.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Elena. Okay, let me listen to the other students, and I'm gonna support what you said. Okay, what else? Okay, now, so Olena said Benny was strong in number 1 and number 2, which is fluency and coherence and lexical resource. Now, the question here, the next question is, Olena, do not answer because I need to listen to other students. Okay, the next question is, which one is Benny's weakness? Now, when I say weakness, I'm not saying you are weak, but of all the 4 of them, which one is the least strong? Okay, any idea? I know any idea. Benny, you have no, you don't mind us analyzing you, right? Okay. Let's start with Noreen and then with Fifi. Okay, Noreen, what is Benny's weakness?
I think the pronunciation need to make better.
Uh-huh. Okay, thank you, Noreen. And Fifi.
The same one with Noreen, but I am more stressed out on intonation and rhythm.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you are correct. Okay, so Benny, you heard the students, and I also want to um, confirm what they said. You need to improve your pronunciation, your rhythm, your stress, your music, your intonation, and your passion was correct. Your passion was strong, like the way you're talking, you're confident. And Olena was correct that your English was fluent. You have you have a big, wide range of vocabulary. So you have good lexical resource. Okay. So number one and number two, Benny, you're very strong. Grammatical, I did not pay attention a lot, but I think you are also very good. But you just need to improve your pronunciation, intonation, your rhythm, your intonation. But when it comes to feelings when you're talking, you are believable because you are using your voice correctly. Okay? So, yes. Benny, any reaction?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's it. No, but did you like what
Yes,
what we
yes, I'm
talked
working
about?
on it. Yes, yes.
Mhm. Yeah. And Benny, my advice to you, if you want to improve your pronunciation,
Yes, yes.
because I know you're fluent in English, like there's no question about it. But when you watch a movie or YouTube video, try to watch how lips are used by movie stars like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, um, when speakers, like speakers, and even women, and but focus on how men speak and how the mouth is being used when people are speaking. Yeah, like if you notice, men do not open the mouth big when men speak, right? Um, like for example, I have a best friend. Her name is Marina. It's normally if you check the mouth of Jack Nicholson, Denzel Washington, Will Smith, the mouth is not is different from women. Women more of a I know, women are more like um cute when they speak. We are recording, so I have to say this. I don't want to be questioned by some people in the future. Okay, so anyway, yes, Benny, yeah, observe how, like for example, for example, you said, I'm I'm trying to copy you, but I can't. I'm working on it. You see, I'm working on it. You said this. Okay, look at this. I'm were working, working. I'm working on, on, on it, on, not on. It's on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I'm looking for a job. Job. Not I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. No, I'm looking for a job. I hope, I hope you can help me. And Benny, you can do it. You can do this slowly, like okay, like slowly, like chunk by chunk. Like you see, work, work, work. I work in a restaurant. I work in a restaurant, and you got to practice this every day. If you want to change your accent and your pronunciation, you need to practice every day. Okay, let me continue.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Um, so I think who read the number four? Okay. Oh, Fernando read the number four. Number five, Fifi, read the number five.
Describe a person often in the news and who you would like to meet. You should say who is this person? How do you know them? And why are they often in the news? And explain why you would like to meet them.
Okay. So for number four, who wants to answer? You've got to talk about a person in the news. Maybe. Okay, I don't want to give you suggestions. A person in the news. It's not really a person. It's not always a person who works on television, but the person who is often in the news. When you turn on your television, you see this person. Maybe a president, a prime minister, a movie star, um, Nobel Prize winner, a troublemaker, you know. Okay, who wants to answer this question number? Okay, oh, Fifi wants to answer. Okay, number four, Fifi.
Number 5.
Okay, number five, sorry.
Yeah. Um. This is ring my bell. I've been fan of Steve Harvey. You know Steve Harvey, everybody, right?
Yes, oh, really, you're a
Steve
friend of Steve
Harvey.
Harvey?
Yeah, Steve Harvey. He is very famous and he's hosts so many like programs. The one I like, she's also host for Miss Universe.
Mhm.
He make his own like show. I don't remember who is that. With
Yeah,
the survey, with the
Family
survey.
Feud.
What is that? Sorry.
Yeah, the show is Family Feud.
Yeah, Family Feud. Justice was on my best. Like I
Right.
love to. I almost watching all his episode on that shows. He just what's attached with the people who watch the show in the studio, and he also speak very well and gets very well with the people who involved in that show too. So, he know how to make a funny joke and make the so it's not boring at all. And he been in this business for like over decades, and I can say he been known for everyone around the world, especially when he hosts for Miss Universe, which is
And made a mistake.
sorry.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
No, Steve Harvey made a mistake when he hosted Miss Universe.
Oh yeah,
She,
I do remember that one. But yeah,
yeah, she called Miss Colombia as the winner,
yeah.
but actually the winner was Philippines, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I do remember. I didn't pay attention that was also a big hit in the news. So anyway, I love him very much. He's just like that's how he's very famous. He's well known for all the hosts in the like the TV. I'm keep watching. I'm like looking forward for his another shows. Maybe we will hit in the future too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Um, thank you, Fifi. Just a second, because like I dropped my glass and my floor got wet, so I have to clean it a little bit. Okay. Yes. Okay, just a second. Let me just cover this. Now, let's talk about Fifi. What is, I'm not gonna go back to that slide. Uh, my question is this: based on what you heard from Fifi, her storytelling, what, in your opinion, what is Fifi's strengths as a speaker? Anybody? Any opinion? Do you want to give Fifi compliments? Come on, don't be shy. Fifi doesn't mind this. You're here to learn. No?
Maybe there is nothing good about me. Nobody come-
Okay, maybe they're shy.
Okay, I'm gonna say something like her voice is very comfortable and it's easy to understand her, and she thought quickly of a like
Steve
a
Harvey.
character, yeah, a very non like character, and yeah, also the way that she talked about him is very like attractive, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Fernando.
Yeah, I think she's very active, and shows like a passion when he's talking, and pass to us energy. It's good.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, Sarah and Fernando, you're correct. Okay. Um, Fifi, your voice is beautiful and clear, and your voice communicates comfort. And plus, because you have enough information about Steve Harvey, that's why you are able to flow, to let your ideas flow very, very well. Now, I don't want to ask the students to make suggestions. Okay, but I'll do it. My suggestion is, I know that this is just practice. You need to be more organized with your storytelling, because it's like in some part of your speaking, it was obvious that you were thinking of more to say, and the examiner could feel it, right? Which is not bad, because in life we are like this, right? Even me sometimes. So like when I am, but in my case it's different, because when I'm speaking with the students, I sometimes slow down because I'm trying to be politically correct and to be sensitive. You know what I mean? Because I have to protect your emotion and your mental situation, right? Okay, so Fifi, in terms of fluency, beautiful voice, very clear, you have them. You just need to organize better. And number two, you don't repeat information. Yes, okay, that's it. But overall, you are doing a great job. Fifi, you want to say something?
So I just figure out is I am you learn what kind of type of learner you are, okay, and I am visual learner. You know what that means. So
Yes.
I am struggling if when I talk, if I didn't see the notes, my word is like messing up. I don't know where I have to start, where I have to end it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. So in this case, actually, Fifi, because you could see the notes, right? I mean, you could, like, the questions will be your guide. Okay. So it's easier. But in an actual test, there is nothing like this. Okay. This is for you to practice how to, it's like to navigate. Like when you are driving a car, where do you turn right? Where do you turn left? Where do you stop? Where do you accelerate your speed, and when do you slow down? It's more of like navigating. Okay, so this, um I'm gonna post this, and I like you to keep on practicing, because very soon we're gonna focus on other things like listening and reading and writing. Right now we are focused on speaking, because this speaking thing will also translate to writing. Okay, and so because when I post this and then you download, and then instead of you answering right away, my advice to you is, like Sarah was so good when she did her answer. Like when you see these questions, like then phrase your answer according to the question, and close your speaking, make your conclusion depending on what you see on the screen. But this is just to practice, because in a real test there are no cues, there are no cue cards. I mean, there are no pointers like this, like what to talk about. Okay, so now let's have um Hadi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Hadi, please read the number 6. Do not answer. Just read.
Discuss a cultural event or festival you have attended.
Continue.
Which which event or festival was it? When and where did it take place? What were the highlights of the event? How do you feel about the experience?
Mhm. Okay. Hadi, can you say experience?
Experience.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Hadi. Number 6. Who wants to answer? You're going to talk about a cultural event or festival.
Can I answer myself?
Okay. Hadi is going to answer the number 6. Okay, go ahead.
Um, uh, I was in Halloween event 2 days ago in our brokerage in Thornhill, and the big picture and the good thing and positive point of the events was everybody was different costume of a personality, different costume. Somebody as a police, somebody as a Tom Cruise, somebody as a um, mm, Zorro, somebody different kind of characteristics, and they was potluck event, the potluck Halloween. Everybody brought their own taste of cuisine from different nationality, different taste of food and cuisine, and I taste every food. I enjoyed. We danced. We did companion with each other, and we did networking in our business with our colleague. That was an amazing and the wonderful and excellent experience.
Okay.
I
For you,
loved it.
for you or for everybody?
For everybody, for me and all of my colleagues. Everybody enjoyed, and end of the event, everybody told each other and thanks each other because of the food, and also they had the photo pictures, and they put it in social media, Instagram, and everybody enjoyed the time.
Yes. Okay. So, Hadi, I know that like today is your second day, right? In my class?
Mm, yes, because last week you said go and you were sick. I was right. It's second.
Yeah. Okay. No, no. The reason is okay. So anyway, okay. Hadi, in this situation, you told a story. You were organized in the beginning, and then you already closed it, and then you came back to the middle.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Do not. Okay. Um, I know that you're practicing in the class, right? Now, when I talk to you, Hadi, I am actually using you to guide the students, like
Yes.
what they should do and what they should not do. So
Okay.
what you did here is you told a story very organizedly, and then you already closed it when you said that was a beautiful experience for me and my colleagues. And then you continued again.
Mm, that's
Yeah.
a wrong strategy.
No, no, it's not a wrong strategy. You have to be more organized.
More.
Okay. And you know, like you are in
How
my
can
class.
you describe it? What's the procedure or hierarchy or steps of a good speech, and how do you, as a role model or pattern or
No, no, no,
whatever?
no, no, Hadi, Hadi. This is your guide. Okay. Which event or festival was it? So tell a story about this to answer this. And then second, when and where did it take place? And number three, what were the highlights of the events? And close it by talking about how you felt about the experience. So
Oh,
these are the steps.
steps. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, because you came late, so you did not know what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, you understand, right? That these are the steps that you have to follow. And in the beginning, when Sarah answered, Sarah, you answered the number 4.
I can't remember the number, but I answered about the business,
Yeah, okay.
the small
So
business.
yeah, so when Sarah answered, let's say number 2 or number 3, I was looking at the guide, right? And Sarah was covering everything step by step. And in the end, Sarah closed it using also the guide. That's why her speaking was effective and successful. Okay. And Hadi, that's the guide. Okay. You don't
Yes.
have to talk about the hierarchy or whatever, Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Hadi, for volunteering. You did a great job. Okay, now, Julie, please read the number 7. Do not answer.
Okay. Describe your recent travel experience. Where did you go? Who did you travel with? What did you do there? And what did you enjoy the most about the trip?
Yeah, thank you, Julie. Um, Everybody, when you speak about number 7, do not just give a short answer for the first question. Where did you go? And another short answer. Who did you go? Who did you? I cannot see. I need glasses, really. I'm getting old. uh, who did you travel with? You can. Okay, I'll give you an example of a weak speaking. Okay, everybody, look at number 7. I went to Paris. I went with my wife. Um, I visited a friend there. It was a wedding. Um, I enjoy Paris a lot because it's a beautiful city. This is You answered all the questions, but this is not enough in an arts speaking test. In a normal conversation, when you're talking with your friends, that will work. But in a test, you need to expand and you need to expand and expound what you're talking about. Okay. And put some drama and some flowers and icing on the cake. Okay. So you can say, no, I should not model because I need a volunteer to do it. Okay. Who wants to do the number 7? Okay. Ali, go ahead.
Uh, the recent travel. I went to Buffalo in New York City, that is close by Canada. So I just drove by Buffalo by my own car with my beautiful family, that with my beautiful wife Neda and my son Jonathan and my daughter Rosia. The only reason that then and the most important reason to go there, it was because of my daughter, because she always asked me, Daddy, can we go to Buffalo? I don't know what was her eager, because she always asked me, we wanna should we go there? And she wants to buy something from Buffalo. So we went there and we spent 3 days in Buffalo, and we went to Weldon Galleria for shopping. And the most important thing I believe the most important thing for women is shopping. So we went there and we spent a lot of money there that I most of them I paid for it, and we the most enjoy the most enjoy time for me as a father was in buying food for my family because there was a place that they call it Green Olive. So we went there, and it was an Italian restaurant, and I enjoy it because I believe the the most beautiful restaurant that I have seen there. It was in Buffalo, and it was the Green Olive restaurant. So we went there, and I had the best food there. And I went there, I think, before Christmas, and sorry, and I think my family enjoyed that. Sorry.
Okay, Ali, good story, good storytelling, very nice voice, very clear pronunciation. The only thing is, I know it's just a practice, but you use the word beautiful 3 times. Yeah, instead of beautiful, like use word like me too. I have this problem sometimes because it's easy to say beautiful. You can say fantastic, awesome, amazing, marvelous, gorgeous, excellent, instead of saying beautiful. Um, and also, you repeated, I went there, I went there, I went there. Try to reduce this. Overall, overall, you were you were excellent. Okay, you were excellent, and you are very very organized. But you have a little bit of this thing that you almost closed it, and then you continued for another 30 seconds. You went back.
Okay,
So
I
be
got
careful
it.
with this. Did you know it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think you also noticed it, right? Because I saw you felt a little bit uncomfortable because you knew that you're
Yeah.
going back.
The
You
problem.
already closed it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
I think
no,
the
you did not close it, but you were about to close it when you were answering the question about how did you feel about the experience. Okay, and then you went back to food and
yeah.
family. Be careful.
I thought I didn't answer the that part of the question, so I was thinking about did I answer it or not? I said maybe I should I should repeat it to make sure.
Yeah, that's why yeah, that's why everybody like I I've been like researching and researching about I was like researching IELTS, and I noticed that IELTS is not easy, not only for you, but for even people born in Canada. Because even like Fifi, she mentioned Miss Universe. If you notice, Fifi, Miss Universe is like when they ask you the final question, it's like IELTS. No, no, really. You start with a good intro, you expand it, and you end your answer with a bang. It's like a Miss Universe contest a question. It's an IELTS, right? And a lot of Miss Universe contestants cannot do this. That's why they don't win. Okay? Yes. Okay, so IELTS is the same. Like, honestly, if I take an IELTS test, I don't know if I can get level 8 or 9 or 10 because, like, it's not only about English. Sometimes you get nervous. You know what I mean? When you get nervous, sometimes your brain shuts down. Yeah, That's why everybody, you need to practice and practice and practice. And at the same time, you need to come to class and trust me because I am doing everything in my power to make sure that you can improve in my class. Noreen, you have a question?
Sir, can I leave class at 10:30?
Yeah, yes.
Sorry for that.
No, that's okay. At 10:30, we're gonna have a break for 20 minutes, and then we're gonna I'm gonna give you another sample. Remember, Noreen, we have a homework. You have a homework to do, everybody. Okay,
Yes,
on
sir.
Avenue. Okay, and it's due next week. Okay, so let
Avenue for speaking, I did the speaking last week. You mean another homework?
which speaking did you do?
Speaking, 20 minutes speaking. You send me the link or somebody else. I don't know. That was Avenue application, and there was a speaking about.
No, no, no. That is because I was absent, right? So the school they gave you that speaking practice, but this is not a homework.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Don't. Yeah, okay. We'll talk about it later because I'm recording. Okay. Okay. Fernando, are you talking about the like sharing your opinions, like about should?
Yeah, I think so. You gave me, I think, a euthanasia topic or something like this.
Yes. And I asked you to choose which one you want to answer, right?
You gave us each one.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. We're gonna do that next Saturday. We're gonna do that lesson next Saturday because today I have already planned, and I got confused with my night school, and I was thinking, oh, did I give this to my arts students? And then I couldn't find it in my on Avenue. So yeah, thank you for reminding me, Fernando. Okay, I have to take note of that. Okay, so yes, okay, let's do the number 8. Mesa, please read the number 8.
Here. Number 8. Describe a performance you enjoyed watching. You should say A. What was the performance? When and where did you watch the performance? Who was performing or who performed? And explain why you enjoyed the performance.
Okay, thank you, Mesa. Who wants to answer this question? Okay, Fernando, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember the singing and dancing presentations that was in I think in 1990, let me see, 1995, yes, and the NTV Awards. That was a Michael Jackson presentation. For me, I think it's one of the most wonderful uh, online presentations for anybody, and that's that time. Many celebrities were there, even his sister, I think Janet Jackson was there, and another actors, singer there. But everybody, when he finished, stand up and give extend claps because was one of the longest presentation and even like this. He shows a mix of their best songs and just I remember I don't know it was part of the show, but the one guitars guitar player tried take more time in that show. I don't know if that's kind of presentation is part of the show. He's a guitar player. I think it's from Guns N' Roses. It's a rock group, but for me, it's one of the most amazing presentation I saw on live. Even now, I sometimes when I try to see something on TV, I put in this and YouTube.
Okay, wonderful, Fernando. Like good conclusion, a good ending, right? And um, the only thing missing, or Fernando, is like your 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 start should be clear. Like for example, you say, um, last year, you see, last year I went to a Michael Jackson concert. Like make it clear, and then from there, and I okay. Last year I went to Michael Jackson concert downtown Toronto at Macy's Hall. Macy's. I was I was thinking of Mesa. At, okay, last year I went to I went to Michael Jackson performance. It was a very energetic concert downtown Toronto at Macy's Hall, um, or at the intersection of Girard and Sherbourne. Okay, yeah, make clear the location,
Yeah,
and then
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure when was it. I think in 1995, but not sure.
yes, no, but Fernando, everybody in a test, if you're not sure of the time and location, make it up. Make it up and speak it like it's true, or you are confident about it. Okay, like for example, you cannot remember, Fernando, that it was in 1995. Just say, maybe it's 1995 or 1998. You're not sure. You can just say, um, in 1998, I went to a Michael Jackson concert downtown Toronto. You know, yeah, identify it, okay, and speak it like you are sure. Because remember, you are being graded. You are not being. This is not a court where you have to tell the truth. You are being graded. But as I said in the past, when you're telling the truth or when you're telling a true story, it's easier to speak. Okay. Okay. Let's try. Okay, we have two more. And number nine, please. I'm lost. Who was the last one who was the last reader?
I was the last reader.
Oh, you were the last one. Olena, please read the number nine.
Okay. Talk about your favorite book or movie. What is the title of the book movie? What is the genre and the storyline? Why is it your favorite? Would you recommend it to others and why?
Okay. Now, everybody, because we are a little bit behind schedule, so I'm not gonna ask you to answer the number nine. We're just gonna continue. Okay. Sarah, number 10, please read.
Okay. Describe a crowded place you have been to. You should say, when you go there, where that site is or was. In addition to that, who do you go with? And explain how you felt about the site.
Yes. Okay. So, everybody, do you want to practice this in the house? So I'll post it so you can practice. No, no.
Yeah, sure, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna post this, and then just try to practice on your own. And for you to when you practice, record yourself. Okay. So we're gonna take a break. After the break, we have two activities. Uh, I'm gonna give you an example of a good answer to the question. Okay, say there, like you see, and then I'm gonna ask you to read this with the correct intonation. And then after that, after maybe 30 minutes, we're gonna go to our grammar lesson. Okay. Let me just stop the recording.